Hi and welcome to another episode of Roettgen Braai Master. Today we're making beef ribs. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now we're going to be smoking with little whiskey pebbles or little whiskey shavings from a whiskey barrel. I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. We need some mustard. You need your favorite dry rub. Now I like to use Freuen from Ankerkraut. I think it matches perfectly well. And then look at these beef ribs. Now I appreciate that they're not particularly thick, but they have a lot of meat in between the bones. So I'm not going to be using the 3-2-1 method because I think they might go a bit dry. So I will be going by color and I might steam them a little bit longer so they really fall off the bone. Yeah, but I think they look absolutely fantastic. I got the ribs from der Ludwig and I'm going to put the link in the description for you. And yeah, so in the first step what we're going to do is on the back side, obviously we have the silver skin. And we'll have to have a quick look and if and how we can take it off. Maybe I'll just cut the silver skin in on the bones. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. And then obviously we're going to rub them and put them on the Kamado. Right, now I've decided at the spots where I can actually get to the bone, I'm just going to cut through the silver skin. It would take too much off the actual ribs if I were to try to take the silver skin off all the way, but I think this will work perfectly fine because as you can tell here, there's a lot of fat and a lot of tissue and a lot of the things that we really want, so I'd rather keep that on. And now in the next step we're going to add some mustard to it and the rub and get that going and make sure that we have all sides and all areas covered. The barbecue is already heating up. We're trying to aim for 120 to 130 degrees Celsius. And then we're going to put the ribs on. And yeah, as I said, we're going by color. They are not as thick as as I'd hoped for. But, you know, obviously we don't want to get them too dry if we just go by the 3-2-1 method. I don't want to be too rigorous about it, but really go by color, by feel, and then I'm sure they're going to turn out very nicely. We may have to extend the steaming period rather than the smoking period, but we'll see when we cross that bridge. And then we're going to put on the rub now, and as it is a nice marbling, and I think that meat's going to taste absolutely fantastic. We we can really use Freuen because it's a rather strong rub, but I think the meat can definitely take it. Alright, I'm going to finish this up now and then I'll see you outside. Now the ribs are already on, I just put them on. We're smoking already and I'm just going to add some liquid to stabilize the temperature and give it some moisture in there. And then we're good to go. 2 hours of smoking are done and we're now going to wrap it, and obviously we're going to add some more flavor to it, so we're going to use some honey. We're going to use some brown sugar as well as my homemade Jim Beam barbecue sauce. And I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. They've gained a nice mahogany color from the smoking, the whiskey wood chunks, so chips have really done a great job. And we're now going to steam them for about another 2 hours. Now I flipped it around as we're obviously going to give it the same treatment from both sides. But it has started to come off the bone already a little bit, so I think we're on the right track. Right, package is done, so it's going to go back on now for another 2 hours. Alright, the 2 hours are up, and let's have a look. Wow guys, that smells absolutely amazing. Look at the juices that have come out. Alright, so it's now time to baste. And what I like to do is I'm going to create a little pocket here. So we can just leave that in there, let it sit in its own juices, and we're just going to turn it around. And then we're going to baste it for about 3 times, so every 20 minutes, and then we're ready to eat. I've turned it in the meantime, and I'm going to give it a quick baste, but I think it looks absolutely fantastic already, so I'm quite excited about it. And we keep it closed for another 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, we're ready for the second coat. Alright, another 20 minutes are done. Final base, and so you can tell I've taken it off the butcher paper and the tin foil, just so that the temperature can really reach all sides, and we don't whatever I wanted to say, it doesn't really matter. It's looking good, but yeah, I didn't want to braise it any further than I actually did. That's, I guess, what I wanted to say, but I think they're looking awesome. And in about another 20 minutes time we're ready to eat. Right, another 20 minutes are up. And we're done. And I think they look absolutely fantastic. Just have to be careful that it doesn't break apart. And then we're gonna set it over and cut it. Ready to cut. So let's see. Now that was an easy cut, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. The fat has rendered down nicely. I think they're going to be absolutely perfect. And there you have it guys, our beef ribs with a little bit of fresh salad and a nice little Italian herb dressing. We're gonna dig in now. Right guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. And obviously please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come. And I hope to see you soon again at Roettgen Braai Master.